So now we're talking about the AverMedia Live Streamer Cam PW513. This is a 4K webcam that you can use, and it is super, super high quality. Once again, I only recommend gear that I use here in my studio, and there it is. There's my AverMedia PW513 right on top of my monitor, pointed right at me. This is the primary camera I use actually on my digital consulting calls with all of my clients. Why do I use this webcam when I could use this DSLR, or I could use my Brios, or I could use any other camera? And the answer is, it just looks really, really good, and it just works all the time. And it has a super wide angle lens. So it's got a standard kind of webcam mount on the bottom, as you can see here, that kind of clamps onto your monitors. You saw that a minute ago, right? And then what's really unique about it is the neck in the middle of the camera. So the neck in the middle of the camera, the pivot joint right there, allows you to pivot the camera up, down, left, right, in any way you want without getting an extra piece of hardware to do it. So what do I mean by that? The AverMedia PW513, check this out. When you move it here, you can actually pan, tilt, and do all that stuff using the neck built into the camera. So you can actually get the right angle on the camera on top of your monitor. See the little neck right there, right in the center of it? You can actually get it at the right angle without having to move your entire monitor to do it. So it's got a shutter. So if you're worried about privacy, you're worried about people spying on you or whatever, or you have your webcam in like a bedroom or something and you don't want people to see, while you're doing your daily life, it's got that feature. It's a 4K webcam. I only use it in 1080p because it's more responsive in 1080p. I'll let you guys know that. 4K is fine, but it's more responsive in 1080p. This is the way it looks with the privacy shutter closed. So let me talk about the software side of this camera right now, which I feel like is a really shining star with the PW513. So this is the AverMedia PW513 Cam Engine software that you see right here. I'm using it in real time. And so this software comes free with the camera, and it allows you to manipulate the camera in real time based on the effects that you want. So with this software, you can change the brightness, you can change the contrast, the hue, the saturation, all settings that you want on your webcam. The webcam that you own probably doesn't have these settings available. You can also add filters. I really like the skin tone filters. It comes with effects, which I'm not going to go over, but you can do stupid effects like giving yourself a pig face and crap, like this. I mean, if you want to do fun effects, it does come with these sorts of things. But here's the really interesting part. So if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, an NVIDIA RTX card, you can use the built-in green screen feature, and it will green screen out your background automatically using your graphics card. So if I click enable RTX green screen, and then what you can do is you can choose whether your background's going to be a color or whether you're going to be transparent. So as you can see over there, it just removed my background just like that, without using OBS, without using XSplit, without using any other software. But as you can see, it's not perfect. And so what you're going to want to do is adjust the level of removal that it has and get it to just the right spot, etc. And then you can get it to basically remove your background. By the way, it will do a background removal this good, even if you don't have a green screen behind you, which is crazy. You can also throw a color behind you in the software. So if I wanted my background to be pink, for example, it'll throw a pink background behind me. Also, if you want to, you can create virtual cameras where you can create different frames right here of how you're set up. So if I wanted to create a different one, a different sort of version of myself, this first version is me punched in, as you can see, and then the second version, when I click it, boom, it zooms me out over here, okay? And so that is another way that you can create different versions of your camera and different scenes that you want to use, and you can switch between them, as you can see, in real time using this camera. Does your webcam software have anything this advanced? The answer is probably not, right? And so that's a big reason why I recommend, and I use the AverMedia PW513. Not only is it a great webcam with a great lens and a great look that's got a near DSLR-like quality. It's not quite DSLR, but a near DSLR-like quality. But it also has the software to back it up.